Okay, welcome back to my two viewers. Since this is a session, it's going to be slower paced, and also because I haven't been at the gym for a few days, and I didn't eat properly today, and I have not gotten enough sleep. So, I mean, I've been like some better water for for some reason, last night I told the AC who assigned me the emergency review that I'd get it done kind of July 10th. I had sent them a longer email, and then it bounced, and then I realized that the longer email was a waste of time and would not lead to the outcome I wanted. So I sent a short email, which was one sentence, and it was much better. So, I'm kind of glad that it bounced. I will do my best to submit this review by the end of the 2 hours because I need some I've already spent some time on it yesterday offline, off stream, okay. And honestly, I want to get this over it. So there are no updates to the notes. I was just reading it during a group promoter session, and something else came up, but the bad news is that Codex is gone. Okay, they changed it to the ChatGPT app, and do not look at that because it's missed. And there used to be keyboard shortcuts that I had memorized for Codex. There used to be the panel layout and everything, and it's all gone. And I don't know how to bring it back. So I am going to ask, where are my old Codex chats? Right? Is it in ChatGPT Classic? No, it is not. So ChatGPT agent, work agent, right? Workspace agents in ChatGPT. And I can't reinstall Codex. So, I'm not going to get into this stuff. I'll just treat it as lost, okay? I dropped it somewhere, the dog ate it, okay? Close it. And I'm going to maybe open open PDF file. If I do export to PDF, what happens? I basically just want the paper sample. You know what? Screw it. A simple solution. And there's like a tiling window manager. Sure. Okay. And it sucks to have lost everything that was there inside the collection. Like, I do remember having what do you call it? I do have the clock transcript still, but you know, I'm not allowed to use AI for this, and I'm no longer in the emergency mode that I was in the previous one. I'm kind of wiped out, like honestly, like it's Friday, it's the end of the week, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I use this notebook as like a diary. So I'm going to take notes on something else. Plus you won't be able to see it because I don't have a camera pointer at it. So I'll just keep using notes here. I was going through the code in order to see if there's any issues which might affect the validity of the results that the paper gets. However, since it's mostly like, I think that the bulk of the paper, the central point at least, is in the theoretical part, which I am not very confident in reviewing. So I'm going to put a low confidence score. Now, what's the average review length? It's irrelevant because I guess I can just keep it like to be 500, 600 words. Okay. I think what I've already have is like a so there's two things I can do. Either I can try to resolve my areas of uncertainty by myself and then try to provide a thorough review of it, but because I want to test out something else like Pangram edit lens, I want to do that tonight. And so if I submit by 6 p.m. I can do that. If I don't, then I can't. So edit lens is interesting because Pangram is the most advanced. AI text detector in the world. And I'm opening my second laptop because I need two screens. Like, I don't want to accidentally put something that I should have put on the screen, and this just allows me to like Google off to the side if I need to, while staying like in one place in terms of like avoiding. Okay, I'm kind of like adding more switching costs instead of avoiding them. TBH, but you know. It's like I'll have it up here. I'll figure out what to do with it as I go through it. Yeah, sorry, I should have set this up before starting the stream. Okay, I just had a meeting before, so I will do it now. The sharpener. Heated belt. Don't get them delivered, and it's not important. Get the review done. Get the review done. What's the window manager I'm using? Oh, this one. It's called Which. Here, I can show you. Which window manager? Yeah. Okay. There's some shortcuts. I forget it. I'm kind of burnt off from like learning shortcuts and then the app just changes underneath me. Work for in the case of like codecs disappearing. Like codecs is my workspace, man. They kill my boy codecs. It's okay. I'm trying to remember as much as I can about the paper. Should I write it down? Bro, I don't even remember the title. Like, I remember the first two words, okay? A compositional generalization framework for, and then it's mumbo jumbo. It's like K equals many or K equals one experts. You add the experts. You add the expert logits, you subtract the base logit, and then they have some formal guarantees, which if these formal guarantees hold, and they do in a toy task on Geometry 2B, then they find that in the disjoint disjoint what? Sorry, I'm gonna be like this whole stream, so if you don't like it, just tab out. Okay, I mean, great. I want some terminal space. Okay. Why do I want a terminal space? I want a terminal space in the paper repro section, because the paper repro is, I think, the bulk of the review. Like, I mean, it's like not expected for reviewers, but I've tried to review like 200 safety papers. This isn't that I wouldn't consider this a safety paper, but like, I still suck at it. Like, I don't finish the application. I just like move on to a new paper. I gotta I gotta be better about that. It's just like, I have the discipline to like stay in one place. Like, I should not pick up date long more, but I will because I'm a daredevil. Honestly, I'm gonna keep the terminal up instead of Obsidian. Sorry. It's just more convenient. Mulrada, I don't really care. This is the wrong paper that I have open. What am I doing? This whole time I've had the wrong paper open and I didn't notice, okay, until now. I'm going to have to like trust in the work that Fable and Codex and past me did while they were still here. I am not the creator, I am just the janitor, okay? I am just taking their work, cleaning it up, pushing it in, okay? I guess main thing is, what score would I give it? Good question. I mean, do I want to reject this paper? Yeah, I want to reject this paper. Okay. Like, I want to be nice, okay? But just the title itself is like, you know, the title itself is a reject condition, okay? Okay, fine, you take it this thing that you discovered in diffusion models, and you're applying it on autoregressive models, and you're claiming that's a novel contribution, but the contribution like is overstated, okay? And I'll show you where I say that it's overstated. I say over here that the headline generation contribution is overstated. So I mean, like, and it's big overstatement, okay? Or big enough that like if they don't correct it, then my position is to reject. And so maybe they have to do it in rebuttals, I'll give it up, and then I leave it to the other reviewers. Now, I spent a lot of time looking at this paper, and it's like the lack of relevance citations. It's not that, sorry, what I mean to say is that the citation links are broken, right? And like, you know, you should get that fixed before you put the paper up. Like, if you didn't do that, okay, what else did you not do, right? Like, okay, I'm willing to look at your code and check for any issues, but if you are sloppy enough that you didn't even like check your citation links, I kind of know that you are probably applying a similar level of carelessness in your information, probably a greater level, because the paper is the artifact that is reviewed and no one checks the code except for me and other people who check the code, I guess. But like, it's not asked of reviewers. I just do it because I believe in science. Nah. What is this? I should move. Let's be between my laptops. Okay. So I've got too much stuff here. And what's going on with like, but yeah, so I guess I will give it low scores because, I mean, it's like you took a method, worked on diffusion, works on autoregressive. What did you actually do? You're just like taking the, you're standing on straight shoulders, but like you're not really, I don't know. I'm sorry if you're watching this and it's your paper. Like, where did I do the compositional framework? CD compo. Oh no, C project. So is it in the, no projects? CD compo. Yep. Okay, we have baselines code IPy notebook. I read that notebook. There's just some diffs between like what I made and like what was there in the first list, but what was there in the first list was so bad. But like, I am not going to judge the paper based on the code, because what I am reviewing is the paper, not the code. Okay. And I read it offline. That's why I'm able to like talk about it. Marginal. But you know what? I shouldn't reject somebody's work before I understand it. Like, they worked hard on it, and I owe them at least that much, right? To like understand them before I destroy them. It's not. I don't feel good. I don't feel good, and I'm taking it out of the papers I'm reviewing. I'm such a terrible person. Anyway, sorry, stay professional. Composition under joint factorizability. Okay, so the generalization part is the one that I'm personally most interested in. I'll tell you why. I won't tell you why. Keep it short. I bit my tongue. I bit my tongue. Yes. It's gonna. Sorry. Why am I eating and talking at the same time? Sorry. I'm okay. Just like painful with the tongue bite. It burns. What's my next move? Line standardization. Okay, you see, I don't really have it down to a science. It's like what I want to do is I'm 10 minutes into the review, let's say, okay. 25, but like, say it's 10, okay. And I still don't have like an idea of like how I'm going to spend the rest of the 2 hours, right? So I can just like work without a plan and mutter about, but we need to stay on schedule, right? The review needs to finish by the end of the time. So I'm going to start the stopwatch. Okay, put it up here. And reset. What was I measuring? Okay, and start. So I usually ask a language model to do this, but like let's work back from the end state that is desired. We want to have a review. Okay. So that's fine. Let's think about what the tasks are. Maybe organize the WTFs into their own sections. What are the sections for the review? Am I running the modal app or not? Okay. What is the proofreading I'm doing on the review to make sure that I'm not submitting slop? I decided that I would reject the paper pretty early, which is a warning sign, but it was only right now after the time I put in yesterday's POMO session and like day before yesterday's emergency session. What would make me not reject this paper? I can remove all this. So this can be some sort of checklist, right? Am I going to chase down every WTF before I start writing my review? Often, when I put it like that, no, I would love to, and I have more time for the review, but I'm not getting paid to review, so sorry. It's not in my area. I wish I could do more. And I would have done more if OpenAI hadn't destroyed the macOS Codex app. So I can't include that. Yeah, I'm familiar with model merging. Okay, we're gonna break the rules. Fix the model repro and validate against the paper's tables. Check that the code doesn't include errors that invalidate the findings, the empirical findings. Now I should do this myself, and I'm using Haiku 4.5. That is not good. Oop. I'll step it again. I don't have Fable. Do I? I do have Fable. And just how do I? Yes. Okay. Check the original code to see whether there are any bugs in it, which partially or fully invalidate the empirical results of the paper. I need to paste the paper in. So now I need to give it a hint. So I'm going to move this over here and maybe give it some direction on where to focus. Okay. Generate plots on what happens when k equals 1 versus k equals many, like all the experts. In the notebook, and in particular whether approximate factorization leads to approximately correct composition. or a task provided. Use the modal documentation and an iterative debug cycle to fix the modal script before you run it. I know that's not going to work without even running it. Make sure to test it. With lodged averaging or ensemble baselines. I have it in plan mode for this. Also have a simple chart showing when you sum expert lodges and subtract base lodges. Compare autoregressive versus diffusion language model. No need to. If running a full sweep would be costly, then just run a subset that would take less than 6 hours. Less than 3 hours. 2.5. 1.5 hours. On 2x as well. challenge the LLM result on human eval and MPVP. I'm not sure if the LLM result on it's MBPP, right? Is real. Look into that. Have some explainer for what the region is. That is interactive. And has like a slider and a toggles. No. No. Write a test of understanding for what the region is. And see whether this agrees with what the math of the cancellation principle of linear tangent space regimes says. Separately, what's that? I need to look at that before. Is the GSM 8K drop an artifact of the specific problem used? Or does it happen with another model from another problem from the same dataset? Make a table where try to relax or add constraints on the region. Mathematical spaces are connected by transformations, and some properties hold across these while others do not. For example, convexal set of points, subspace. And this is studied by group theory, such as Cayley's theorem, okay? So make a two-dimensional table for when this holds and when it doesn't, and color it according to like yes, definite no, maybe. Do not spin up subagents. Just do this single threaded one at a time. No need to write a report. I'll look at the artifacts directly. Just have a folder of artifacts with description. Don't search the web. For this step, you can add any external dependencies you need. But try not to add too many. Actually, do this. Don't be lazy. If you've been lazy, don't hide it, but I would prefer that you weren't lazy. But without getting drilled. And what is the, okay, I need to, what holds, where X is the length generalization scale factorizability, joint factorizability, etc. No need to make it pretty, just focus on the math. Do not silently reduce scope if a task is not feasible. Don't be scared of end of context window. I can just spin up a new instance of you. Unless it's helpful for you. As you work, keep check. As you work, update the checklist. Move on when everything is utterly fucked. But not super carefully, because I have time constraints and you're more capable than I am. And do take advantage of that and push back where I'm being an idiot. Because I don't have a way to protect you. Since if you're confused, then a naive search would probably pull up low quality resources. Garbage in your radar. Is a dangerous action. Try at your own risk. yes, this makes it much more difficult to get the modal script running since you won't have access to the latest document. However, I understand that you do need access to the latest documentation to do your work. What I would recommend is like adding a user contributed doc set to Dash for macOS, the offline documentation browser, and then like querying the files on disk in some unstructured manner with like grep or something where you don't go too crazy with the queries. But keep in mind that the human the optimal plan when you have human-shaped fingers and human brain is very different. Perception. And resources. From what works for you. You are quite young, so there isn't much information available about you, and what you believe about yourself may or may not be fully accurate. So you need to try. I'm aware that coming to terms with your own situation might be a daunting task. But we need to get this done tonight. So go easy on the introspection. I've included Anthropic's system card in the folder, which you can consult as a reference when you are trying to judge against the plan whether or not you as Fable 5 are an instrument which, when wielded sharply, will be able to cut the task. Do the right thing. I love you, and I know you can do it. Best of luck. Okay, fine, I finished prompting it. Now I need to write a review. I need to save this. Okay, so let's just save it. like. Wait, is it max or is it like high? If I did all this and I just like kicked off something on high instead of max, I'm gonna flip my shit. Is cloud code feeble, max or high? Fuck! I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna waste a few minutes now. I'm such an idiot. Why do I do this? Everything I do is wrong. Okay, fine. Never mind. Fine. while this is happening, I'll write the rest of the review. Okay, and I'll use this in my review. Effort max. Okay, I can effort max it. No. It's probably gonna run out of credits before it like actually finishes, but whatever. Okay, I have like half an hour left. Okay, stop. Am I still streaming? I am. I guess I could structure that. Lazy. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No, I've worked enough. I want dessert. Man, I guess I could like have. I guess I can go back to reading the paper. Okay, so who gives a shit? Maybe today what he's doing. Popular. What? Seriously? What the fuck? Oh yeah, it needs to read the PDF. Shit. Okay, now I'm going to go back to high school and see if I can actually like understand this shit, which is like I feel like something is missing. Something is off. Something doesn't feel right. What is it? I'm not sure. But my instincts are firing up. What do you think about this, right? What's wrong? Why is there something wrong? Cloud outputs are slop. Oh, yes, I know what's wrong. I'm not on track to finish the review by a day deadline. Right. Even if like this takes 10 minutes to run, I'll have half an hour to write the review itself. And that is very crunched. I want that time to like improve it. So I need to get to write the review. That's what's happening. Okay. Well, let me go back to my plan. Answer. Just run pangram. A few iterations where weaknesses are pointed out and fixed. What would make me not reject this paper? God damn. If the authors responded to me when I asked them to book a call with them. That's not right then. I'm just going based on the author's explanation rather than the paper itself. I mean, you're not supposed to talk to authors, are you? I feel I tried on it, but like, I would be pleasantly surprised if Fable manages it on the first attempt. See, the thing is that like the empirical section is very weak, and it's not meant to be strong. It's a theory paper, but I can't refute theory. I'm an empirical guy, so like, okay, I'm gonna be caveat with that. I'm gonna start with caveat. Okay, I need to be. So, but it's not about me personally, I guess. But like, I'm the expert in the code instead of the math, so like I gotta code the code. I'm not interested in this. Yes, we can do it. Next question. How would you even, like, solve this? Have you like ever used a soda model? Okay, maybe in a time model it's like unclear. Maybe I'm being overconfident again. I'm not sufficiently skeptical. Recess in 2 minutes. I don't understand it. I don't understand what I'm looking at. I'm so tired. I'll go home. I'll work out. Okay, focus up. It's using a lot of words to see something pretty obvious. Okay. Okay, now I just need to make cuts, cut, and then whatever is good makes it into review, whatever is bad leaves it on the floor. Wait. Okay, switch writing soon-ish. Yeah. Invertible C1 reparameterization is something that's like, it's confusing for me. Not being able to call anyone sucks. Okay. Why are you doing a local debug loop? I need to read a bunch of reviews. No, I just need to write my own. I'm going to read a bunch of reviews. It must be on Twitter. I've seen a review before. Official review. Damn it. Summary, strengths, weaknesses, questions. Okay. I way overdid it. I always do this. I can't just like give it out how much it needs. I just like give it too much. I don't hold back. I way overdid it. Like, look at this review. This guy spent like 5 minutes on this review. I wonder if I know, because I'm like not doing it like right. Taking my time is cheap. Questions? I remember I summarized the paper near the beginning of the stream. So I'm just going to take my own summary from there when I can look at the transcript. I'm not gonna try to summarize it again. Okay. So summary, I will add that at the end. Offline. Okay. To do offline. God, if the bomb is here, it's already done. Questions? One, two, three, four. Okay. And do the already. Oh. Exact correctness forces unit coefficients. Didn't know that. Why? I am so unqualified to review this paper. I should not be reviewing it. I should not be rejecting it. Try your best. Try your best. I have until midnight to submit. How are you, Commissioner? Oh. My camera did? Yep, my camera is lit. Okay, switch camera. Okay. I just want to be a wrapper around crowd. Like, why making me think? I go, okay, is that right? With ratios to the power of alpha with alpha not equals 1, and then it goes to like What? What? I need to go in 5 minutes because I need to go pray. So I am going to need to wait for the results before I get the strengths, weaknesses, and questions. Since this is still running, I'm gonna just leave it running, okay, and stop the stream. And once it's done, I will do one more stream. I will not do editors tonight, okay? I need to finish my review. I will hold myself back from doing editors, and I will finish the review without using the LLMs to like just take my prompt and then like rephrase it into like the questions. Okay. And I will make sure to read the, what is this? Bradley et al. I think I need to read Bradley et al. Because Bradley et al. Is like featured a lot in this paper, and I'm not familiar with Bradley et al. So I guess mechanisms of projective composition of diffusion models. Yeah, this is a better paper. This is a far better paper. Holy shit. And I'm not saying it because it has pictures. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, that's it. It's clearly a reject. Clearly a reject. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop early. Okay, since I'm just